We all know if someone commits a serious crime, they could be sent to jail. How exactly does the prison system work? That is what I'm here to tell you about. We as humans all make mistakes. If it just so happens that mistake could lead to jail time, it would be nice to know what to expect. I feel qualified to talk to you about this topic because of a personal experience with a relative and some of the research that I have done. The purpose of my speech is to inform you on how the prisons in our state work. All states are different with their prison systems, but I'm going to tell you the 3 points about the ones in Mississippi. What the divisions are, how the operations work, and the different facilities throughout the state. First, I'm going to tell you what the divisions are and what each division is for. The Division of Institutions is the first and foremost main division because it operates the jails. Without this division, there would be no structure. Then there is the Agricultural Enterprises, which is the prison's source of food. Prisons save money by growing their own food instead of grocery shopping. Last part of the divisions is the Divisions of Classification and Defending Services and the Community Corrections Divisions. The DCOS is where once an inmate is placed in one prison for a period of time, they are assigned to different security classifications. The classifications are minimal community, minimal non-community, medium, closed, and death row. Based on the crime depends on which classification the prisoner is placed in. The CCD is in charge of supervising parole and probation, which is the after effects of being released to help make sure the individual stays on a straight path. I've explained the different divisions, now it is time to talk about the operations of the whole thing. Next, I'm going to explain to you how the operations in Mississippi prisons work. The Mississippi Department of Corrections is a state agency that operates the prison. The operations' main job is where to assign the prisoner, whether it is to move to a certain facility or what classification they are placed in. Depending on the charge determines the different classification they are placed. Most of the inmates are sent to the Reception and Classification Center in Jackson, Mississippi to be classified, and this process could take up to 30 days. There are 3 state prisons in Mississippi. A state prison is for someone who is convicted of a felony or sentenced to more than a year. People who commit a serious crime, such as murder, rape, or gun-related, are most likely sent to a state prison. There are more people who are sent to a state prison than any other. Next, there are federal prisons, and those are for people who break federal laws. Federal prison, for example, is for someone who's convicted of a drug charge or robbing a bank. Federal prisons are known to have higher security because it is such a low threat. Last but not least, there are county jails. Every county has a jail that is for simple crimes. These are local jails in the areas and for people who may spend a night or 2 in jail for misdemeanors. In conclusion, my objective today was to inform you a little bit about the prisons in Mississippi. Even though all prisons around the world are different, I hope the 3 points, what the divisions are, how the operations work, and the different facilities throughout the state helps you get a better outlook. As I stated earlier, I feel qualified to speak to you about this topic because of my insight with this relative serving jail time and the research that I have done. Everyone makes mistakes, some are worse than others, but at least now we know what to expect if it results in jail time. Everyone knows if a serious crime is committed and a person is caught, there is most likely to be jail time. I hope I was able to reach out to you to never break the law since we know how prison systems work.